NFL Live, Bijan Robinson getting paid. Robinson inked a new deal, making him the highest paid running back in NFL history, including over $51 million in guaranteed money. Happy for Bijan, well-deserved, as we all agree. Mina Kimes, Marcus Spears, Adam Schefter with us for the hour. Lots to get to. Swag's got that. Oh, is that paper? Is that bread? What is that? What do you make of the deal?
Well, you know what time it is. When it's time to get paid, it's time for me to talk about getting that bag. This is the 3-yard run by Bijan Robinson, and you can see the money fall. The bag is on the balloon, and he gonna burst that balloon. But I saved something special for y'all. Look who waiting on him. Thank you. That's Jahmyr Gibbs, who's probably gonna get paid next. That's what I'm talking about, running backs. They tried to put you out, but they can't.
Yeah, I love it. The Falcons, by the way, have now given big extensions to 4 of their key starters on offense, including Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and Matthew Bergeron. Let's keep the money coming down. We'll see if it'll land on some of us. All right, Adam, how did this deal come together?
Listen, they've been talking, and there have been a stint. Bijan Robinson not practicing in the early part of camp, and there being essentially a hold-in. But the sides continued to talk, and Bijan wanted to get back on the football field. And when they put together a deal that maxed out at $75 million, essentially it's a $22.25 million base salary per year on the 3 years of the extension, Bijan knew that it was time to take the deal and to get back to practice. The deal does make him the highest paid running back in NFL history. It does give him $51 million in guaranteed money. The Falcons went about as far as they were going to go on the deal. They were able to bridge their differences here over the course of the past 12 or so hours that resulted in him signing and setting the table, as Marcus mentioned, for a potential Jahmyr Gibbs deal in Detroit and a potential Jonathan Taylor deal in Indianapolis.
All right, so we'll look out for those. I was at Falcons camp recently, and it was killing Bijan to sit out. He's got to be so excited, not only for the deal, but to get back on the field with the team. Now, he's not the only player signing a new deal today. What's going on in Baltimore, Shefty?
Zay Flowers gets a new deal done with the Baltimore Ravens, a 4-year, $140 million extension, averaging $35 million a year, $108 million in guaranteed money. And the interesting part here is that Zay Flowers had been out at practice, but Baltimore and Zay Flowers have been going back and forth. And again, it gets to the certain point where the deal averages $35 million per year. Zay Flowers is one of the highest paid wide receivers in the game. At a certain point, you just sign the deal and you get it done. And that's what Zay Flowers did today. I'm sure there are other receivers across the league that took notice. Maybe Puka Nacua in Los Angeles. Maybe George Pickens in Dallas. But the wide receiver salaries are rising. Running back salaries are rising. There's more revenue across the league. And obviously, some of it is filtering down to the players, the great players at certain positions.
Get ready for the biggest news to hit the NFL. Bijan Robinson, the electrifying running back, has just inked a record-shattering deal with the Atlanta Falcons. This monumental contract makes him the highest-paid running back in NFL history, with a staggering $75 million extension over 3 years, and a guaranteed $51 million, the second most all-time for a running back. I'm beyond thrilled for Bijan, an incredible talent who deserves every penny of this deal. But what's even more captivating is the story behind the contract. According to Adam Schefter, the Falcons and Bijan's team engaged in an intense negotiation, with a holdout situation that finally came to an end. As soon as the deal was sealed, Bijan rushed back to the field, eager to start practicing with his teammates. The reaction from his teammates was heartwarming. They welcomed him back with congratulations and cheers, showing just how beloved he is in the locker room. But this deal is about more than just Bijan. It sets the stage for the Falcons' offense, with Bijan, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London all locked in for the long haul. The question on everyone's mind is, who will be leading them under center? The possibilities are endless, and I'm fascinated by the prospect of Tua Tagovailoa or another quarterback taking the reins. One thing is certain, the Falcons are building a powerhouse offense, and Bijan's deal is just the beginning. As I dive deeper into the details, I'm struck by the sheer magnitude of the numbers. $75 million over 3 years is a staggering amount that showcases Bijan's talent and dedication. But what does this deal mean for the rest of the league? Will we see a wave of similar contracts for running backs? How will this impact the salary cap for teams across the NFL? These are the questions that will be answered in the coming weeks and months, but for now, it's clear that Bijan's deal is a game-changer. Experts and analysts around the league are taking notice, and it's not just about the money, it's about the message it sends to other players and teams. If the Falcons are willing to commit this kind of money to a running back, what does that mean for the value of other positions? The NFL is a league of competition, and contracts are a key part of that. Bijan's deal sets a new standard, and it's a statement from the Falcons that they're committed to building a winning team. As I look to the future, I'm excited to see how this deal plays out. Will Bijan live up to the hype, or will he struggle under the pressure of this massive contract? The Falcons are making a bold statement, and it's clear that they're all in on building a championship team. With Bijan's deal, the possibilities are endless, and I'm thrilled to see what's next for the NFL. Adam Schefter's insight into the negotiation process is telling. The Falcons went all in on the deal, and Bijan knew it was time to take it and get back to practice. Mina Kimes' point about the Falcons giving Big X tensions to 4 key starters on offense is also crucial. It shows that they're building a strong core of players, and Bijan's deal is the latest piece of the puzzle. As I wrap up my thoughts on Bijan's deal, I have to ask, what's next for the NFL? Will we see more deals like this in the coming weeks and months? The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear: Bijan's deal is just the beginning, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for the NFL. The reaction from Bijan's teammates says it all. They're thrilled to have him back, and they're excited to see what the future holds. The wider implications of the deal are far-reaching, and it's worth considering how this will impact the league as a whole. In conclusion, Bijan's deal is a seismic shift in the NFL landscape. It's a massive contract that sets a new standard for running backs, and it shows just how much the Falcons believe in his abilities. I'm excited to see how this deal plays out, and I'm eager to see what the future holds for the NFL. With Bijan's deal, the Falcons are making a statement, and it's clear that they're committed to building a winning team. This deal is just the beginning, and I'm thrilled to see what's next for the NFL.